Hello students, here Gurnam Singh, Assistant Professor Mechanical Engineering Department. So in this session, we will discuss another shop which is carpentry shop related to our subject manufacturing practices. So we will discuss some parts of carpentry shop and the various tools used in carpentry shop for completing our job. Students, carpentry may be defined as the process of making wooden components. It starts from a marketable form of wood and ends with a finished product. It deals with the building work, furniture, cabinet work, kitchen cabinets, furniture, chairs, desks, etc. Thousands of products are made in carpentry. The range of carpentry work is unlimited. It deals with the specific work of carpenter, like making different types of joints to form a finished products. So in this shop, students made three jobs. First one is sewing practice, second is T half lap joint, third job is cross half lap joint. Students, the major material that is used for making our jobs in carpentry shop is timber. Timber is the name given to the wood obtained from well grown trees. The trees are cut, sawn into various sizes to suit building purposes. The word grain, as applied to wood, refers to the appearance or pattern of wood on the cut surfaces. The grain of the wood is a fibrous structure, and to make it strong, the timber must be so cut that the grains run parallel to its length. Timber sold in the market is in various sizes and shapes. The following are the common shapes and sizes. Number 1, log. The trunk of the tree which is free from branches. Number 2 is bark. The log sawn to have roughly square cross section. Number 3 is post. A timber piece round or square in cross section having its diameter or side from 175 to 300 mm. Number D, plank. A sawn timber piece with more than 275 mm in width, 50 to 150 mm in thickness, and 2.5 to 6.5 meters in length. It is called plank. A sawn timber piece below 175 mm in width and 30 to 50 mm in thickness is called board. Sawn timber pieces of assorted and non-standard sizes which do not conform to the above shapes and sizes is called reapers. Classification of timbers. Students, wood suitable for construction and other engineering purposes is called timber. Woods in general are divided into two broad categories: softwood and hardwoods. Softwoods are obtained from conifers, Care, Deodar, Cheer, Walnut, and Simmal. Woods obtained from teak, sal, oak, shisham, beech, ash, mango, neem, and babool are known as hardwood. But it is highly durable. Another classification of woods is based on the name of trees like teak, babool, shisham, neem, cad, cheer, etc. Next topic is seasoning of wood. A newly felled tree contains considerable moisture content within it. If this is not removed, the timber is likely to wrap, shrink, crack, or decay. Seasoning is the art of extracting the moisture content under controlled conditions at a uniform rate from all the parts of the timber. Only seasoned wood should be used for all carpentry works. Seasoning makes the wood resilient and lighter. Further, it ensures that the wood will not distort after it is made into an object. Next is essential requirement or characteristics of a good timber. Number one, the good timber must possess the following categories. Number one, it should have minimum moisture content, that is, the timber should be well seasoned. Number two, the grains of wood should be strong, straight and long. Number three, it must retain its straightness after seasoning. Number four, it should produce near metallic sound on hammering. Number E, it should be free from knots or cracks. Number 6, it should be of uniform color throughout the part of the wood. Number 7, it should respond well to the finishing and polishing operations. Number 8, during driving the nails and screws, it should not split easily. Students, now we will discuss various marking and measuring tools. Students, accurate marking and measurement is very essential in carpentry work to produce parts to exact size. To transfer dimensions onto work, the following are the marking and measuring tools that are required in the carpentry shop. First one is steel foot rule and steel tape. Steel rule is a simple measuring instrument consisting of a long thin metal strip with a marked scale on it. Steel tape is used for large measurements such as marking on boards and checking the overall dimensions of the work. So these are the pictures of steel foot rule and marking tape. Next is marking gauge. It is a tool used to mark lines parallel to the edge of a wooden piece. It consists of a square wooden stem with a sliding wooden stalk on it. On the stem is fitted a marking pin made of steel. The stalk is set at any desired distance from the marking point and fixed in position by a screw. It must be ensured that The marking pin projects through the stem about 3 mm and the end are sharp enough to make a very fine line. A mortise gauge consists of two pins. In this, it is possible to adjust the distance between the pins to draw two parallel lines on the stock. So these are the pictures of mortise gauges. These are used for marking purpose. Next is tri-scale. It is used for marking and testing the squareness and straightness of a planed surface. It consists of a steel blade fitted in a cast iron stock. It is also used for checking the planed surface for flatness. Its size varies from 150 to 300 mm according to the length of the blade. It is less accurate when compared to the tri-scale used in fitting shop. Absolutely right. Next is compass or divider. Compass and divider are used for marking arcs and circles on the planed surfaces of the wood. Next is scriber and marking knife. Scriber is used for marking on the timber. It is made of steel having one end pointed and the other end formed into the sharp cutting edge. Next is bevel. It is used for laying out and checking angles. The blade of the bevel is adjusted and may be held in place by a thumb screw. After it is set to the desired angle, it can be used in much the same way as a tri-scale. A good way to set it to the required angle is to mark the angle on a surface and then adjust the blade to fit the angle. These are the compass and divider of carpenter work. These are not used in fitting shop. These are specially made for carpentry work. So these are the bevels and scriber or marking knife. Marking knife is used for marking on the wood, while bevel has a sharp blade used for cutting small pieces. That bevel can be adjusted at any angle or any position. These are the holding tools. Carpenter's vice and C-clamp. The carpenter's vice used as a work holding device in a carpenter shop. It is one jaw fixed and the other one is movable. The carpenter's vice jaws are lined with hard wooden faces. C-clamp is also used for holding the wooden pieces. Next is bar clamp. Bar clamp is used for holding the workpieces that has long width more than 2-3 feet. The workpieces which are difficult to hold in the carpenter's vice, these are fitted or fixed in the bar clamp. These are also called sash clamp. These are not permanently fixed. So bar clamps can be placed at any location. Students, another important tool is carpenter's saw. These carpenter's saws are available in different shapes: tenon saw, key saw, These saws are used for cutting wooden pieces into different parts. For cutting in carpenter work, workpiece is fixed inside the carpenter's vise or in C clamp or in bar clamp, and with the help of handsaw we can separate the wooden pieces. One important feature about the carpenter saw is that it works in backward direction. That means material is removed when it is brings in back direction towards the operator, but in case of fitting shop, metal is removed when hacksaw is made in forward direction. Students, different types of machines are used in carpenter's work. The round shape products in carpenter works are made on wood turning lathes, and other band saws, circular saws are also used for cutting workpieces. The special machines in carpenter works are also used. These machines are used for producing slots within the wood. Circular saws, band saws are also used. Apart from that, the round pieces are made on wood turning lathe. Wood turning lathes are just similar to uh, lathe machines of machine shop, but it is smaller in size and the attachments are different. The wood turn attachments are different. We have to use some different attachments on wood turning lathe as compared to an lathe machine of machine shop.